1988 Mini. Started its life as a 1000cc city. It has had some modifications done, as you can see. It's got the sport pack arches on it, and it's got what look to be image wheels on it with 4 Yokohamas on it. In fact, actually that's a Pirelli. Pirelli's on the back, Yokohama's on the front, giving you an idea that it's obviously been modified. I have been told it's got a high lift cam in it, and it did have a modified exhaust, but it's been put back to standard. Personally, it probably wants a little bit of a tune-up. It runs and drives, but it does want a little bit of attention. We'll start it up. Obviously the engine seems happy enough, but like I say, could do with a tune-up. We'll start by having a look at the bodywork. This seam along the bottom here, that doesn't seem to be cracked or full of rust or anything like that. If you look down the side of the car, it is nice and straight. This wing's all good. You do have a little bit of cracking in the sort of sealer or the paint on that seam, but it isn't rusting, it's just cracked. There's no rust coming through. Arches are nice, wheels are all good. The Yokohamas on the front look pretty much brand new. Going down this side, you've got a little bit at the bottom there on the sill. The actual sill itself looks nice. It doesn't look like it's been jacked up in the wrong place or anything like that. And there is like a sort of stone chip that's rusting through on the seam there. Going down the driver's door, you've got a couple of scratches here, which you can see if we get it nice and close, but again, if we come far away, you'll not notice them. There's a couple of little sort of marks. I mean, a good polish would make a difference, but like I say, it does have the odd mark here and there. On the rear quarter, we'll move the camera back a little bit. There you go. And this rear arch, again, nice and clean. Like I say, sport pack arches, but does make a big difference. And on the bottom of the window there is all nice and clean. Have another look at that sill further back. Around the roof line, that all looks to be nice and clean. The roof itself does have the odd little dent here and there, but it is pretty straight overall. Glass on this side's all nice and clear. It's got the pop-out rear windows. On the rear, the chrome work around the lights is good. Chrome on the bumper itself is nice. Chrome work on the badging. There's a little bit of pitting on the handle. It's a little bit milky on the actual bit of trim. Paintwork on the back seems to be good. Around the bottom of the window, where there is quite a common issue, you've got a little bit of bubbling there. Same on both sides. Having a look underneath that bottom lip is all nice, correct fog light. And then you've got a little bit popping through here where the hinge is, again, another common area. Probably looks a little bit worse than it is, to be fair, just through dirt, because it is filthy. It just wants a good clean. Again, the chrome work on this side is nice. And you do have a little bit coming through at the very edge of the gutter on the roof on the rear, on the passenger side. A little bit of a bubble there on the back window. Again, looking down this side, nice and straight. Have a look on the sill on the passenger side. That all looks to be quite happy. We've got a little bit on the bottom edge of the door here, where it's obviously been opened on something and broken the paint. Again, the glass on this side is nice and clean. And again, this seam, same as on the other side. There is cracking in the sealer, but it isn't rust coming through. Around the windscreen, looks to be nice all the way around. Seal sits quite straight, happy enough. And then the bonnet, all nice and clean there. It's got the black stripes on it, which will be an addition. So obviously being a city, you wouldn't have had those originally. We'll have a look at the interior. You've got a full cream interior in this one. Cream leather, nice clean driver's door card. It does have the wood pack as well, including the wood on the dials. Still got the city steering wheel, but you've got your sort of cream leather, black piping. Could do with a good clean, but there's no real signs of any wear. There's a tiny little bit on the bolster there from the seatbelt, but it's not sort of torn or ripped or anything like that. It's got a little mark on the back of the seat there, if you can see. Back seats seem to be in good condition, no signs of any rips or tears there. It's showing 71,000 miles. The wood is actually really good. Quite often you find that's laminating, like delaminating and peeling. Headlining's nice, Alcantara style headlining. It does come with a full set of mats, and we've got the shield from in the engine bay. It has the boxed in boot. If we have a look under there, it does want a good clean, but it seems to be nice and solid. Doesn't seem to be any rust. There's a little bit of sort of orange there, but it's just sort of from where it needs a good clean, really. Has a set of speakers put in the back on the parcel shelf. Passenger side, again, door card's nice and clean. Another good seat. Again, does want a good, just an afternoon with some leather cleaner and make a massive difference to that. It's got an aftermarket head unit with a pop-out fascia on it. Again, the wood looks all nice and clean. Have a look under the bonnet. Again, so 1000cc. Looks, yep, 1000cc. But it's got a camshaft and a few other choice mods on it. We'll get it started up. I will detail what we know about that's been done to it in the description, along with all the history and everything we've got with it. But there you have it. So 1988 Mini City with a sport pack, image wheels in white.